But hello everyone, welcome back to LotusMaje Divination. If this is your first time here, I know why you're here because this is a highly requested video, okay? For all of you who are returning, you're just as much as appreciated, if not more, because that means you really have been rocking with me and you really love my readings. But I do have to thank the new ones as well for tuning in to someone that they don't know and willing to come in and listen into my readings. As you see the thumbnail, you see the title of this video, you know today I am going to be doing a reading, a highly requested reading on Soo-Hyun and Yea-Ji. If I am butchering their names, I'm sorry. I am not Korean, okay? But this is a highly requested reading. I have done individual readings on them before. They will be linked up here in the iCard. You can see those previous readings. But this is a follow-up reading because people have really wanted to see what energies I get for these two since, you know, her stepping away and coming back to acting and then him moving forward, and people are really wondering what's coming up in his romantic life, okay? Again, you can see my past readings on them and get the energy from that, but today this is a collaborative reading that I am doing on the two of them. But before you all go full steam ahead and go rolling through this, please exercise your power of discernment. If something resonates, great. If it doesn't, leave it on the table. I am simply an intuitive reader. I typically try to explain to people, I'm kind of like translating. I'm like a spiritual translator. I'm trying to interpret and relay the messages and, you know, this language that I'm getting, and I'm trying to relay it all to you as best as possible. But I could be mistranslating, okay? So take what I say with a grain of salt, because all of this is alleged for entertainment purposes only, okay? With that being said, and us clearing the air, we can get into this reading. But before I do, make sure you give this a thumbs up, that you share this, that you subscribe, okay? Because come on now. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload. Okay? It's the least you can do. I'm giving you juicy readings here, okay? Well, we don't know if this is juicy yet. I'm just shuffling cards to see what we're going to get. But, you know, I told somebody in the comments, I'm afraid to get my hopes up on this because I really wanted these two to be a couple ever since I've seen It's Okay to Not Be Okay. But then I didn't hear anything about it. And so I tried to disengage because I'm not trying to be one of those people that just be like, you know, I didn't want to see them with anybody else because they're not with who I want them to be. I'm not that invested. So I divested. So I'm excited about this reading, but if nothing comes of this, I'm okay too, okay? I just want to see what's going to come up, and I think it's going to be interesting. Whew. Okay, let me come down off my high horse here. All right, let me be grounded in this so I can get this reading done. So I am going to pull a card for him, and then a card for her, and then a card for, you know, the energy between the two. Oh my God, my mugwort is just everywhere. Sorry. Sorry you see that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, hold on. Let me get it in my head first. Okay, I had a couple cards. Flip over here. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have the Malika of Cups, or the Queen of Cups. We also have the Alchemist. And then we have the Four of Coins. Let's mix these up in here. Okay, here we go. We have the Ten of Staffs for him. Okay. Again, I'm going to note these cards here. We had a couple fall out. We have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Coins. Come on now, stop bopping off my thumb. Oh, I think this is it. We have the Daughter of Cups. I don't know what her sign is. I forgot. I don't know if she's a water sign, but seeing how I got the Malika of Cups earlier, I wonder if she's a water sign of some sort. And then we also, is she like a Cancer? Yeah, because we got the Priestess, no, not the Priestess, the Empress card coming up here underneath. What is the energy that is coming up between these two? Okay, 6 of Coins coming up here. Oh, she's an Aries. Okay. Good to know. But we do have the Moon card coming up in reverse here. We have the Emperor and we have the Shah of Cups. The Moon, the Emperor, and the Shah of Cups, the Prince of Cups. So I'm gonna just read off of what I'm getting off the cards here. Nothing energy-wise is coming through. But I will say, with the Ten of Staffs being here, it doesn't seem to bode well. Why does he see her as like some kind of burden, or like she was a tough person to deal with or hard to deal with? Like maybe she had like an abrasive personality. Maybe because the Ten of Staffs, it could be something, you know, giving up on. And maybe he didn't always have this opinion. Maybe something happened recently or something, or, you know, it was one incident that just kind of like made him feel like, oh, this is a hard thing to carry. There's a lot to deal with. Or maybe she comes with a lot because of both of them being celebrities. I am very much aware in Korean culture, it's kind of hard for them to even have a friend of the opposite sex, especially when you're in the spotlight. You know, people are making up all types of rumors and stories, and the next thing you know, you're wondering why you're getting canceled, or, you know, jobs are being pulled from you, etc., etc. So that could be where the Ten of Staffs is coming from. Maybe it's not so much her herself, but like what comes with them being celebrities in this, in a culture where it's very restrictive, very conservative, and I would say it's very conservative in some senses. Then we have the Princess of Cups, Daughter of Cups here, and usually this is kind of like someone who is starting to learn their emotional maturity. They are starting to understand maybe what makes them tick. I am aware that she has been a child, is a child actress, so maybe there's some, you know, late discoveries that she's learning about herself, and in doing so, maybe there's some things about her that could be a bit immature, where it's like, we would think you would know this, but then there's other things where she probably is way more mature than the general public because of her coming up as a child actress in some sense. So it kind of feels like some kind of revisitation of the past going on here with the Daughter of Cups coming up for her. And then I have the Six of Coins. And so the Six of Coins to me is usually like reciprocal energy. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. They do have a show together. Like I stated, you know, it's okay to not be okay. There could be a lot of like residuals off of that or something here with the Six of Coins, you know, a fruitful partnership of some sort. Yeah, weren't they on the, they were part of the same management, right? Because I think that was something that came up too. The Six of Coins. I think that may be a thing here of like, I don't know. It kind of feels like a potluck. Like there's a shared interest that we have essentially with the Six of Coins coming up. Yeah, I would say shared interest is probably the best word. But going back to this the moon card, so the moon card coming up in reverse usually speaks to things of like deceit, things that you don't know, secrets, you know, behind closed doors kind of things. Usually when I see the emperor coming up in reverse, it's usually speaking to somebody who is very dominant. They can be abuse of power is probably like the best way I can say it. This makes me feel like this is not Kim Soo-Hyun. It feels like this is another party, a third party, an outside person. Shah of Cups here. Like it probably could be somebody who was potentially jealous, maybe. Yeah, something to me feels like jealous or like evil eye kind of energy. Let's see what else I'm gonna get here. Look what flipped over while I'm shuffling the moon. All right. Okay, I had to flip something over. So again, the fish, the fortune cards here, and then the heart. I'm going to tell you what I got when I seen those two come out. I don't know if how familiar people are with the saying don't shit where you eat, essentially. That's kind of like what I got here with the fish and the heart card coming up. Don't shit where you eat. We have birds. The birds usually to me speaks of like messages, but it speaks of messages in the form of like telephone, gossip, the internet. Yeah, I want to say email, like kind of like an electronic form. Maybe something that's it's not, I would say technically traceable, but you can still trace like email and social media and stuff like that. But it's kind of like something that comes across the airwaves, kind of like communication to me, with the birds card being here. Okay. Okay. See, here we go with something like the messenger, something coming in quick. It could also mean movement, something that is being delivered, with the stars as well. That sometimes could speak to hope. It could speak to their individual stardom, them being kind of like on a public stage. It could also speak to guidance. I think of when I think of stars, you know, your North Star. It's interesting to me how many hearts and diamonds are showing up in this. I don't know if you've noticed that. These are hearts. This is the heart and the diamond. Diamonds. Oh, something dealing with dealings. House. Coffin. Bouquet. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think if there were any feelings of like, let me fix this here. I would say if there were any feelings of romance or like or anything like that, I think it was cut off very early. I think somebody did that straight in the water if there was anything with that. I don't know what it is. It's something to me makes it feel like it's something dealing with, again, management, or some kind of jealous party got in between the two, or something about like not shitting where you eat, like don't mess up the money, because there's something else that we have going on. And this just wouldn't be a good look. To me, it feels like there were some kind of like amorous feelings going on here, whether it was just, I'm interested in this person. I want to see where it go, but for whatever reason, it was nipped in the bud pretty soon. Like it was dead on arrival, period. No, like we're not even letting this go off. It kind of feels like that. Like it was over before it even started. Something makes me feel like somebody was like, nope, this has to be over and done with before it even gets started. I do think there was some subtle attraction there, or at least some interest. But again, somebody made sure or try their damnedest to like nip this in the bud. Not saying that this probably can't ever be revisited, but I think somebody definitely was like, nope. Nope, we got to cut this off right now. Okay, I'm sorry. I have a couple of cards that fail that I need to get. Did I read the underlying cards? Yeah, I did, the house and everything. Ooh, okay. Honor, respect will come to you. What did I say? Something about gossip with the birds? Someone would gossip about all your about all your secrets. It almost feels like there was a third party in this. It was like, I don't know if anybody else have ever been in this situation, but when it's something like you like somebody, maybe a few people know or people can tell that there's an attraction there, but because, other parties don't want to see it succeed, they're like, hey, so-and-so, say for example, you hate somebody with big hands, just something petty. Just for example, they'll be like, "Hey, so and so has like really big hands. Like he wears size large gloves or something." This is a very simple example, and you're like, "Oh well, maybe I still like him, even though it's going against what you normally don't like because you like this person." So they're saying little things or like pointing out things about this person that you typically don't like until you start being like, maybe I shouldn't like them, or you start second guessing why you like this person until it's done. Like you just kind of lose interest and move on or something. It kind of feels like that. That's the best way I can put it. You don't want this person. They drink every weekend. And little do you know, it's like, oh no, they probably have like, yeah, they go drinking every weekend, but it's like, oh, I go with my friends to the bar, but I'm usually sitting there with like a club soda or something, or, Moscow Mule. Can you really get drunk off of that? It's something like that. Like they're blowing it out of proportion or making it seem bigger than what it is. They're just nitpicking at this point. Affairs with your family. This to me, in my previous reading on him, I feel like I got something about dealing with his family coming up in here. I know she has had issues allegedly or something come up about her family because she is a child star. But I know when I was reading on Kim Soo-Hyun, I was picking up something about some issue he was having in his family. I don't know if it was like with his mother. It was like with some feminine energy, I believe I got, if I remember correctly. Okay. And then we have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Again, to me, this just feels like interfering third party. And then I also got ego, triumph over troubles, obstacles. We have dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. That could be that emperor energy I'm picking up on. We also have leg, stepping into a new experience. To me, when I was starting to read that, was stepping in the way of things. And then we also got bird flying, news is on the way. Pay attention to how many times I've gotten the bird message about some kind of gossiping, some third party, some interfering, some kind of messaging that was coming through, some like gossip or propaganda that was coming up, because that has come up 3 times now. So I'm going to stick with that for sure, that there was some kind of interfering third party or messaging or nitpicking that was coming up, that somebody was like, no, this has to be dead in the water. I think there probably was some interest between these two, but a third party, whether it was out of jealousy, whether it was out of business, whether it was out of, money or, fear, whatever the case may be, somebody got in the middle of this and was like, shut it down now. Like, it's not happening. And I'm going to say it was probably an older man, just because we have the fair man here. This kind of feels like, I was like, it kind of feels like this could have been something interesting. I'm not going to say, well, something promising that ended way too quickly, unfortunately. I would say that this feels like something that could have, that would have been promising. And instead, it just seems like it never kicked off somewhere. Even if it was something as simple as like them being good friends, but they had to separate because of the optics of it all. You know what I mean? It feels like this is something that ended way too soon, sadly. Like some kind of forced separation. I'm gonna see what's coming up in the future for these two. Let's see. I would have ended it there, but I feel like there's more to this. Okay, what is this? 5 of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune coming up in reverse. Why do I have a feeling like she's marked with like a scarlet letter? Like people just see her as like bad for business or something. Or like she may not have the best reputation or something like that. The Five of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's kind of like people see her as like... Ooh, it kind of feels like allegedly people see her kind of like the kiss of death. Like trouble just kind of like follow her. Because I do kind of see her as, not just because she's an Aries, I found out she's an Aries. She's like very beautiful. She seems like she has everything together, but it's like, okay, it seems like everything that she touches, it burns. Like it just blows up. It feels like to me like there seems to be some kind of stigma around her. Again, it seems like she's walking around with like a scarlet letter on her chest. And that's probably why people are like, no, this couldn't happen. Because I know in like South Korea, a lot of people see him as like the golden boy. He's Mr. Money maker. I think he's like the most paid or the most expensive actor in South Korea or something. Mr. Brand deals, whatever they want to call him. And for her, it just seems like she's like the bad girl. Like you typically hear about bad boys and stuff over here, but she seems like she comes off like the bad girl. Like it seems like everything she touches, it just blows up. It's gossip that follow her. It's finger pointing. It's bad luck. A lot of things just seem to go wrong that she touches. Stork here. Ooh. Stork is pretty concerning because they usually deals with, that's like the pregnancy card. Is there, Okay. That writer in the clouds is coming up again. What else? What other news is about to break? Is there going to be some bad rumor that's going to come out? I feel like there's about to be another rumor that's going to come out. This feels like some real stuff. Energy, look, secrets, moon, book, something you're going to know, something the public is going to be informed about. Crossroads, how are you going to handle things moving forward? This makes me feel like this is on her. It's like some kind of dark cloud that's following her. Again, the story, I really want to lean on something like this. Somebody gonna say something along the lines of like, I think it's involving like a kid. I think it's involving a kid. If it's not involving like her as a child itself, I feel like it's something involving a child with the stork being here. I don't know how people in Korea feel about this, but it feels like it's something dealing with the ABORTION. Figure it out. And I think people are gonna find out about it. This feels pretty specific. That's really specific, but that's what I feel like it's dealing with. And then if, again, it's some moments in time where you'll be like, I'll be happy to be wrong. It's something coming up about a child, though. Look what fell out. Seahorse. Family matters. I can't make this up. You've seen the car fall. My God, my God. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Oh my effing God. I cannot make this up. Look, stork. Why am I getting all of these pregnancy cards? News of birth or a new business opportunity. We're going to hope it's a business opportunity, but something makes me feel like it's a baby. All of these pregnancy cards coming out. What is this? I'm scared. What is this? Okay, unicorn. Use your intuition to make a beneficial change. And one more, spirit. Oh, I had two. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I'm scared for this one that's flipped over underneath. Okay. We have a wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Look. See that? And then it also says unsuccessful plans. Do I need to say anything more? Look at all of these pregnancy cards I got. The underlying energies is lighthearted, carefree time, July, and dealings with the older man. I'm not going to expand on any of that. We're going to see if some little hints or notes about this is coming up in the future. My Korean audience, my South Korean audience, you are going to have to update me and inform me. But it feels like something about a kid is about to roll up out of here in the future. I feel like it leans like it's more so her, maybe something dealing from her past or something like that. But I could be wrong. I could be like splitting hairs here. Maybe something about him coming up with starting a family. I don't know. But we'll see. There's something about a kid, some kind of news about a child, some baby, something coming up here. I'm gonna hope it's a business, but I just really have to go with my intuition on this because the amount of pregnancy cards that I got up out of here, I got the stork twice, the crib, the seahorse. I done got that a couple of times. I'm gonna stick with that. We're gonna see what comes up. That's my reading. Why? I just had to see what was coming up in the future. But you know what? We'll see. We'll see. I hope it's not like whatever is coming up that's about to fall out, roll out. I do hope it's something that they can overcome. I don't know who, which I'm gonna leave it open. I don't know who this is coming up for, but hopefully it's something they can overcome. Hopefully this is something that will be exciting news. It'll be something, you know, happy news moving forward. Hopefully it's not a scandalous thing coming up that I'm getting. I'm gonna speak that over them. I'm gonna hope that that's what it is, but we will see. You know, energies are liable to change. This is alleged for entertainment purposes only. I don't know. You see, I'm just some girl on the internet that's pulling cards, okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know if you like this reading by giving it a thumbs up, by sharing this with other people who was interested in Kim Soo-Hyun and Seo-Yeon-jae's energy and what their relationship was. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time I upload. And again, I need my South Korean audience to kind of like keep me up to date, or anybody who's just like into K-drama and stuff, keep me up to date and let me know, you know, because I might miss it. Keep me updated. With that, everyone, I wish you all a great night or day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.